Hey everybody, it's Sarah again. I am back with another coloring book review and flip through. This one is called Utpoia. I got this online from Mary Bunny, Merrybunny on Facebook. Just look that up. And they have a page that you can order from. This is the only word I can actually read in this book. I don't think there was any other words printed in English. This is a really unique book. It's got a really nice cover. It's got a matte finish. It's thick plastic, a plastic coated paper on the inside. It's got a nice flip cover. The dimensions of this book are 14.5 inches by 10 inches. It's a very large book, so I apologize for the distance of the camera on this, but I wanted to try and get the whole book in there. It's a really thick book. Here is the spine, and here is the back. For those of you who want the ISBN number, it is right here. Inside, the pages are really nice quality. It's really thick cardstock. It's not even cardstock-ish type paper. It is actual cardstock. A lot of this stuff I can't read. I have no idea what it says. I've tried Google Translate. It didn't translate very well at all. But I will show you the pages regardless. And for those of you who are wondering why I'm doing this, it's because you can pause it, and if you know how to read this, you can read it. This is the last one on here, and then we'll get to the actual coloring pages. So I liked this book, and I didn't have any idea what was inside when I got the book. I ordered it solely based on the cover. I believe that you can get this on Etsy now. At the time that I ordered this, you could not get it anywhere else besides this Mary Bunny website on Facebook. So I did order it from that. However, on Mary Bunny's website, you cannot look inside the books, which is unfortunate. But you can order based on the cover, and if you go on there, you can always ask them to send you a few pictures from inside the book, and they are usually willing to do that as well. So here is the book. Let me straighten out my picture real quick. So inside you're going to see a lot of nice line drawings. There's a lot of cool contrast in this book. It's a really different kind of book. And I will pick up this book and show you a bit closer on a few of these pages and show you exactly how detailed some of this stuff is. You're going to need very fine point markers. You can use those in this book. It will bleed through to the other side. Be careful of that. You could also use colored pencils. They're really sharp ones. You're going to need that for some of the smaller areas in this book. It would also be fun to try some mixed media on some of this stuff. Some of these pages like this, you can definitely, put other photos on here, other pictures, and kind of paste those on with Hodgepodge or whatever you want to put on there, glue, whatever. use some different mediums on here, and I think this would be a really neat book for that. It's just got some unique pictures. The binding is glue bound and sewn, so it will fold out pretty flat in the middle. If you notice here, as I flatten this out, some of the pages are coming loose, and it's starting to tear right here, and that's where it's sewn. Everything else is glue, and then it's sewn, and it's glue and sewn. So you can tear out the pages if you want, but be careful because they will rip like this. I would recommend using an X-Acto knife if you want to tear them out. I really think using watercolors in here would be fun. I think acrylics would be fun in this book as well. You could use a lot less water with acrylics. Some of the open spaces would be really good for that, because with acrylics you will be covering up the black lines on here. And you won't be able to see too much of the black line after you've painted over it with acrylics. So you can paint between the lines and still leave the line, or paint the whole thing and put the lines in afterwards, or don't even worry about the lines. But that would give you some really vibrant colors. The Faber-Castell gelatos would be good in this. Watercolors would be good. Be careful on the watercolors. I did have a spot in the back of this book that I tried very lightly. I don't even know if you can pick it up on the camera. I put some water on here just to see how the black would do in this book, and it will rub off. And so with water, you might have the black running a little bit, so be careful with that. Colored pencils would be great for some of these small areas. So would the fine point gel pens, or the felt-tipped markers. Excuse me. The felt-tipped markers or the fine point markers. You'll need those for some of these smaller spots. Like right in here. It's like a little road that comes through. And these really tiny little spots on here. This is going to be a fun book. It could be a very, very colorful book when you get done. It's just one of those unique books that I found, and I just thought I need to do a review for this. I don't know that it's a really common book right now. I think that it could become common because it's really unique. And it's nicely made. And the paper quality is really thick, which is why I'm having a bit of a struggle trying to flatten it out a little bit, because the pages are super thick. This is one of my favorite pages on here. It's just got a really nice, like, desert / Mars kind of alien city feel to it. Just really cool. But again, you can see these small, tiny little areas that you're going to need something really fine point to color in. This one's really cool too. When I got this book, it was a little damaged in shipping. But it was the only book that I ordered from Mary Bunny that was damaged at all. And it's this tiny little corner was bent here, if you can see. It's kind of bent from right here down like that, and it's just this little corner. It looked like it had been dropped or something, but it doesn't really affect the quality of the pages or anything. This page is one of the more detailed pages in this book. There are a ton of pages in here. I think I paid around $20 for this. It's definitely worth the $20 with as many pictures as you get and the quality of paper. And just the book itself is humongous. Some of these pages like this, if you could get these colored really nice, I think that they would look really cool hanging up on a wall in a display. Some of these ones were just single in the middle of the page here. Just some really unique drawings. Everything in here is hand drawn. It's not manufactured. It's not clip art. And that is it. I'll show you this page. And my cat always makes an appearance, doesn't she? So there's the back, side, front. Again, it's called Utpoia. And until next time, happy coloring!